Well, hasn't it been a busy period for Resident Evil? Not only did it recently turn 25, but we're getting a shiny new remake of one of the series' best games, Resident Evil 4, and all of this has given me Resident Evil fever. So to celebrate, we're going to be taking a trip down memory lane and ranking the series. Rules of the video are mainline titles only, and there are some spoilers for the more earlier games, but the stories in the more recent ones have been mostly left untouched. So enough of the introductions, let's get on with the video.
This is Jill Valentine with Raccoon City News. The zombie outbreak has so far been mostly peaceful.
She also undergoes an attitude adjustment, which will also feel very familiar, and is typified by this exchange with Carlos.
Alright, Super Cop. Here you go. We can use this to stay in contact.
I know what a radio is.
Well, an angry, man-hating lesbian.
But while the C virus doesn't seem to do anything different than any other Resident Evil virus, there is one key difference which makes this my favourite of all of them. Females affected by the C virus will suddenly develop the urge to gyrate like a pole dancer, totally free of charge. The resulting Indiana boner that it gave me though was not all that helpful for the upcoming scene ripped straight from the Temple of Doom. The rest of the enemies consist of you wiping out African tribes, and oh dear, you get to steal all their treasure as well. And even though the game is set in Africa, a place firmly established in Resident Evil lore, and the fact that this is the same thing that happens in every other Resident Evil game, of course those with nothing better to do with their time came crawling out of their holes with some predictable criticisms for the game.
Last year there were 14,000 homicides, not talking about suicides, I'm talking about homicides. Half of them were black, 96% of them black on black of that 7,000. Where's the Black Lives Matter people on that?
Steve's perpetual hard-on for Claire helps him circumvent the grieving process entirely. Good for you, mate, but this ends up dropping us in some deep shit in the Antarctic base because this retard violates the first rule of construction: never operate heavy machinery under the influence of a boner. But in Steve's defence, he was probably just trying to get his RDA in for the day, his recommended daily arse intake, and as you can see by this exhaustively researched Black Death study, this is one of the leading causes of accidents in men. And that is not even the only time paradox that Resident Evil 1 Remake creates. Ada is now back to being the girlfriend of a researcher and not the FBI agent that she is in the Resident Evil 2 Remake. And given the fact that Ada is really into researchers, I've been doing a spot of research myself, so by the time I play Resident Evil 2, she will no doubt find me absolutely irresistible. And before you go, I have just two more questions for you. Do you have zero friends or hobbies? Do you spend your Friday and Saturday nights watching Resident Evil porn like some fucking weirdos do? Well, if the answer to either of these questions is yes, then Black Death has the antidote for you. From around 10:30 PM on a Friday and Saturday nights, you can join me, along with the rest of the Black Death gang, streaming Fortnite, usually quite badly.
Go on, Ken.
How many fucking bullets does it take? And this comes with the Black Death guarantee that you'll get all the same benefits as watching porn, as is testified by one of our most loyal subscribers, the one and only Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold, tell them what it's like to watch Black Death.
It's as satisfying to me as coming is, you know, as having sex with a woman and coming. So can you believe how much I am in heaven?
Just one more question, Mr. Schwarzenegger. Do you advise everybody watching this video to immediately subscribe to the Black Death channel?
Affirmative.
Well, there you go. You've got no excuses now. So I really hope you could join us one Friday or Saturday night. I would really love to see you there. Thank you so much for watching.